So it really doesn't matter what the people around you think unless you choose to believe them. It doesn't matter what the people around you think unless you choose to believe them. At some point in time, somebody told you something about your life, about your character, about your personality, and you said, oh, I'm going to take that on. Oh, she's so shy. Okay, let me put on my shy clothes, my shy outfit, figuratively speaking, and you became shy because somebody said you were shy. You know, little kid is having problems at math. Parents are like, oh, he gets it honestly. I'm not good at math. Don't project that on your children. I have a new relationship with math. That's what I'm telling myself because I'm working on my MBA right now and I have to take accounting and finance courses. And remember how I told you I decided on my undergraduate degree. So instead of me saying I'm not a math brain, I say I have a newfound relationship with math. That's my mantra now. I have a newfound relationship with math. Right? But I didn't project my lack of math ability on my daughter because right now she's in AP calculus as a junior. She's taking AP physics, you know, she's all of these courses that if she came home and asked me for help with her homework, I would say no. Like, you know, I would have to Google the answers. I have no idea, right? But at the end of the day, a couple of things could happen. You can either say something about someone or to someone that empowers them, that lifts them up, or that tears them down. Now, the other side of that is you yourself, when you listen to what other people say about you or to you, you have the ability to do three things: accept it, reject it, or neglect it. Those are three choices. I can accept what you say about me, I can reject what you say about me, or I can simply neglect what you say about me and do nothing. Sometimes that's the worst one, depending on what the thing is. But it's up to you. Nobody else has the ability to decide what your life is like but you. There's a difference between fate and destiny. Your fate is you have a born date, you have an expiration date. Your expiration date is your fate. Like, that's gotta happen. It's the only thing that's guaranteed. Okay? They used to say, well, nothing is guaranteed but death and taxes. Well, ask Donald Trump. That might be different, right? Taxes might not be guaranteed. Okay? So your fate is what ultimately is going to happen. Your destiny, though, has the same root as the word destination. And what happens when you're on your way to a destination? You get to decide how you get there. You plug something into your GPS. Take me from point A to point B, and they map it out for you. Do you have to follow that route? No. Sometimes you turn off, and what does it say? Rerouting, recalculating, right? Sometimes you think you know a better way, when the GPS probably knew what they were doing, but you take your own way to get to your destination. So you have some say-so in it. Stop thinking that everybody else determines what your life is like. You determine what your life is like. You determine what your attitude is like. You determine all of these things. The gift of choice is so amazing. We are God's people, not God's puppets. God is not up there with a string like we're marionettes making us move in this fashion and moving along. No, we have a choice. I had a choice whether I wanted to get up and be here today or not. I could have turned my phone off and went MIA and went straight to the airport, right? But I had a choice. I honored my obligations and I fulfilled my duty by being here. But I'm exercising choice. You had a choice. You didn't have to be here this morning. You had a choice. And you chose to be here. Thank you for that choice. But you have a choice. And in everything you do, you have a choice. You have a choice in how you allow people to treat you. Y'all can talk back to me if you want to. Some of this is stinging though, right? But you have a choice in how you allow people to treat you. You don't have to stick around if people are not treating you the way you want to be treated, deserve to be treated. You have a choice in that. Now, might it be challenging to maneuver around some relationships? If it's family or, if you swore an oath or swore vows or something like that, yeah. But it's something that can be worked on. It's something that you don't just have to stand there and take or allow. You have a choice in who you become in life. You have a choice. I could have easily said, I'm young, black, from the south side of Chicago, in an area where drugs were sold, where murders took place, and I choose to become a product of my environment, and the only thing that's available for me is what I see every day. I could have chose that. I could have let that become my reality and my self-fulfilling prophecy. But instead, fortunately, I found mentors. I found people who believed enough in me. I found people, because remember what I said about information, when people say something about you, you could accept it, reject it, or neglect it. I found people that said wonderful things about me, that saw stuff in me that I didn't see yet, and I chose to accept what they said. I chose to explore what they saw because it was new to me, it was foreign to me. But because they said something about me that I didn't quite understand, let me dive a little deeper. You're a great writer. Am I? I didn't know that. I just thought I just write. I just write what I'm thinking. You're a great writer. You might want to explore this course. You might want to explore this fellowship. You might want to write some short stories and submit it to this magazine or this contest. Really? I didn't even know that stuff was available. But because I accepted the information that somebody said to me, because I knew that they had my best interests at hand, I took it. Now, here's the other challenge when it comes to accepting information of people that have your best interests at hand. Sometimes those people that do have your best interests, that do genuinely care about you, say stuff to you or about you that is not necessarily true because all they have or all they know is the only thing that they can give you. For example, if a family member says, go get a real job, if you're an entrepreneur, and they say, go get a real job, or it's going to be so difficult for you to fulfill that dream. Well, all that they know is they had a job for X amount of years and they can trade dollars for hours, and they don't have the vision to create something that is their own. So they're only giving you, trying to protect you from what they're afraid of themselves. And it's not that they don't mean well, because a lot of people mean well when they tell you, you need a job, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. It's just that they have limited information and limited vision. So because they have limited information and limited vision, they can only give you what their own personal limitations allow. Limitations are self-imposed. They can be changed, but you will never get past the limitations that you put on yourself. I'll say that again. Limitations are self-imposed. They can be changed, but you will never get past the limitations that you put on yourself. Ever.